another thrilling episode of the NEAWL Report. With me are three very special guests, the League Commissioner John Anderson, the Rules Czar Dave O'Grady, and the League Treasurer Mike Houle. John, give us the details on the field for this spring.
Thanks, Nick. It's great to be back. Always a pleasure. Before we get to the fields, however, there's some general housekeeping to go over. First off, Mike Taft of the Burlington Blaze has retired from the NEAWL. It'll be sad to see him go, and his on-field presence will never be replaced. But as a GM, Dave O'Grady has stepped up and taken over the franchise. He'll be moving the team to Tewksbury, and the mascot is now the Huskies. So make way for the Tewksbury Huskies this summer season. In other GM-related news, John Anderson will be stepping down. I have to talk about myself? John Anderson will be stepping down for the following 2 seasons. Dave Tomorrow will take his place and probably do a better job. So for the next 2 seasons, leader of the Sasquatch will be your very own Dave Tomorrow. This summer season will continue to be played at the Kelrica Ankle Breaker. Yes, we're back at the Boys and Girls Club on Donati Fields because nowhere else will have us. So get all your complaints out of the way now. Lighting issues will probably still be the same, although I'm assured that all of the light bulbs have been replaced and are working. We've heard that before.
Now for what everyone's been waiting for. The 3 experts have put their heads together and came up with a stellar mock draft. John, who do you have taken with the first pick overall?
Well, Nick, it's a great question, but nobody's asking it. Devin Amidon's been the best player in the league every summer. He's not really giving any GMs the chance to not take him at the number 1 overall pick. Hooley, who we got going number 2 to the Wee Men?
Thanks, John. Funny enough, we're going to talk about our number 2 pick, potentially John Anderson. John is not only the sweetest little face in the league, he's also the mascot of the team that we think will be drafting him. Great pitcher, great hitter, carried a team to a championship last spring season. It's kind of a no-brainer here, given that he and Colin are in love. Dave, who do you think is going to go number 3?
Well, Hoole, with the 3rd pick overall, I don't think the Sasquatch necessarily need pitching with interim GM Dave Tomorrow and franchisee Matt Mullen, but with Zach Goodman available with the 3rd pick overall, how do you pass that up? He was one of the top aces in the bonus division last year, and he held his own at the plate.
I like Goodman at that pick too, Dave. I think 4 is where the draft starts to get interesting. We've got a good amount of players with the same type of skill set, so I'm going to take a new guy here at number 4. Chris Smith. He's unorthodox, but he's effective. The way he throws the ball isn't the typical baseball throw. The way he swings the bat isn't your typical approach, but he's got the numbers behind him, and I think the Cougars are going to want to add him to their already potent offense.
Well, I see Mill City taking their fan favorite, longtime franchise player, Justin J. Martin. Not only is he beloved by his GM, John G., the range and speed are such a factor in the outside, he's always a key player out in spring. The one issue he continues to struggle with is that 55 mile an hour, but I still see him going to the Chiefs here.
Coming off an appearance in the bonus division championship, the Bullies are selecting 6th overall. We believe that they will take whoever the Chelmsford Cougars do not franchise, that being either pitcher Tad LaRock or slugger Dave Sullivan. Both these guys are really good at the plate and have really good hands in the field. Whoever the Bullies choose will be a good pick for them in the 1st round.
Well, Los Pollos had a great season, and they finished just short in the winter. I think they're going to look to bolster their pitching rotation, and they too are going to add a new guy, Tom Anderson. While an unknown, Tom could be a triple threat in this league. In his previous wiffle ball experience, he's got great range in the field with sticky hands. He's got a great bat, and he's always been an ace when he plays wiffle. The biggest question here is he going to be able to adapt to the big breaking balls with a cut, scuffed wiffle ball?
Yeah, I don't know, that Pollos GM, he's a tricky one. I will tell you, at number 8, I see the defending champion Bass Holes going with another familiar face, somebody beloved by their franchise, Galuzian. Greg has shown that he's a clutch player, he's a good fielder, good hitter, and this isn't a team that needs an extra arm, so it just makes sense to see Galuzian return back to the Bass Holes.
Classically, the 2nd round is where we see most of our surprises. I think the Huskies are going to pick up a familiar face here and go with Kevin McDonald. K-Mac's got a big bat, and he's come up clutch in a lot of games.
With pitching secured in the 1st round with selecting John Anderson, the Wee Men will be looking to add someone who can actually field the ball. Tony P is available here, and coming off an offseason where he had shoulder surgery, he's looking to get back in the game. Rumors have it he's been working out in the gym and looks to show off his stuff as the spring season approaches.
Well, for the New Look Sasquatch, I've been taking one of the league's all-around good guys, Scoop of the Year award nominee every single season, and quality hitter, Coop. Pack Heating just is a good fit for the Sasquatch at this spot.
Well, I think the Cougars stay with the same theme here and go all offense. Daryl Wolfenstein, as I like to call him, brought his bat at the end of the season, picking up a few home runs and showed he's really starting to get the swing. Daryl's almost a lock at this spot.
In yet another homecoming story for Mill City, we see the BBL, the Birdman, flying on home to Lowell.
With 3 plays left in the draft at the 14th spot, the Bullies are going to do the only right thing here. They'll take the only one who's not a bearded ginger. Cody, welcome to the Bullies.
Well, once again, I think a little boy's dreams are going to come true, and Tim the Wiz Anderson is going to be drafted here by Los Pollos.
J-Ram!
Thanks, fellas. Now on to Rules Are Dave O'Grady for a refresher of the spring rules.
Thanks, Nick. Transitioning from winter to summer always seems to get in our players' heads. So here are a few things you guys might want to remember before we step out on the field. 1. Base running. Batters, when you make contact, run to first base. I know you think it's easy to remember, but you'll be surprised at how many people are standing at home plate and getting thrown out at first base. Also, fielders, remember when fielding the ball, you have to make the play afterwards. Whether it be throwing to the mound or one of the bases, or hitting the person while they're running by you. Just make sure that you don't give up as soon as you field the ball. If a ball hits the tree line above the fence, in fair play, it's a home run. The only exception to this is if it's a pop-up and it's on its way down and clips a branch that is still in the field of play. This will cause a lot of arguments, but please try to be as honest as possible. Lastly, the speed limit is still 55 miles per hour. This is our 3rd season at this limit, so let's quit the weekly bitching and try to throw under or at the limit. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a great season.
Do I have to? Now on to Newly the Wiffle Ball Troll for your viewing pleasure.
Hey, fuckers! Before we go into anything else, we gotta give a shout out to those champions. Coming out of the shittiest division maybe in the history of wiffle ball, the Grenade Division and Ultimate Champions were the Bassholes. Particularly impressive is winning a championship while being led by 2 founding members of the AARP. Those guys are so old that their balls go down all the way to their wiffle balls. In other news, one of the league's shittiest GMs, based on performance versus expectations, has finally left the league for hipper climates. In his place will be Dave O'Grady, meaning that now 6 of 8 teams are in the running for least liked people in the league. Welcome aboard, Dave! With Dave joining the league, we're also left with only one truly shitty GM. Hi, Colin! This is what happens when Newell doesn't drink, folks. Worst segment ever!
On behalf of the rest of the guys, thanks for tuning in, and good luck on this upcoming season. Discuss any further rule changes.
Now on to Rules Are Dave O'Grady for a refresher
For a
of the
refresher
spring
of the
rules.
spring rules.
Well, for the New Look Sasquatch, I see a big...
Big shit.
Does he know he's called Birdman?
Fuck. Hey, fucker! Wiffle balls!
Well, I see Mill City taking their fan-favorite...
Round?
You get some twang there.
First things first, we gotta talk about the...
Coop just lost.
Did I at least make it through Hey Fuckers before you made any noise?
Way better than they catch man balls?
That doesn't make any sense either.
That sounded wicked gay, didn't it? Oh, fuck. Fuck me. Fuck me. That's fucked that up. It's fucked up. I look at it.
Well done, sir. Well done.